Alright, today I want to work on my gas pedal on this one, get that seated, and then we'll probably work on the brake pedal. So I got my new throttle cable in, so I can check that out. So let's get this set, and then we can figure out all our angles. Alright, so this cable runs right through the middle. Then we want to pick this up from inside it. This is your actual slide. Let's drop that in. Get all that into place. And now I want to put it back. I'll make sure you got this little groove going back in the right spot. There's a little pin on that side. That's where we're going to put it. There we go. Let's screw that down. All right, and this is my throttle. Now, I see this is loose around there. That one sucks, that little rubber that came with that. So what I'm gonna do is, I have this other one. I'm gonna steal its little rubber. We'll see what we can do with that. Let's pull this off. Oh. Then let's cram this on there. Now, this should seal around there pretty good. Yeah, look at that. It's gonna be a good seal. All right, now, let's drop this back in there, make sure that groove's in this right spot again, and then screw this down. All right, there we go. So throttle cable's in, and I got a seal on it. That's good. I like that better. So that was the carb that came with the motor. This one is a better one, a Mikuni. So let's keep that on there. Now, the next thing I want to do is, I can't fit my intake on here, but I want an intake on there, and I want it now. So I have an intake. All right, so now as you can see, I can't get it on there with that steer tube. So I've got this little fella here, which did not come with any screws, so I ordered some for that I have as well. So we have this, and you notice it's got the little O-ring too, and you got these two screws. So these are for like socket head M6 screws, so I have those here, and our original bolts we have there we'll need to pull out. All right, so we'll keep this carb gasket if we can get this off of here carefully. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah, there we go. All right. And now this will go down. And you'll notice you have this little notch here, and it has this O-ring. So the O-ring faces the motor. And that notch, I believe, will face forward. It will, see? So there we go. So that's how that goes. So now let's get some M6 socket head screws. Oh yeah, they fit too, so that's good. All right, and there we go. Nice and tight. Now, let's find that ball we dropped. There it is. And now, let's figure out where we want this to sit. So I don't think I want it like that. I don't know. What do you think? I don't think so. Maybe. I don't like this drain right here, though. Maybe we'll just put it off to the side here. We'll put it straight off the side so he's not bothering anybody. Now, I just want to make sure that these aren't going to be too long and poke out the back and hit something, because that wouldn't be good if they hit something. Poking out the back ain't bad, as long as they're not hitting anything. All right, there we go. That's not going to hit anything. This one looks like we'll see. There we go. So now, as you can see, all this did was allow me to spin my intake. Oh yeah, much better. And now we want to actually put our filter on. So this I ordered, it's a uni filter, so it's foam. You do have to oil it. I don't have the oil yet. I'll get that, but yeah. I'll put it on here now so that way I can at least get the tape off of there. This is a 2-inch diameter one, so it should fit up on here nice. Alright, so apparently we don't need to tighten it too crazy much. Alright, let's go with that. That ought to do. Does this clear now? Yep. I'll have to cut some of that. So I'm going to end up cutting most of this out anyway. Maybe I'll just cut a bunch right now and then I can figure out the rest later. Nah. What are we gonna do here? Yeah, let's... Let's get that held into place somewhat. Let's do that over here as well. So the shoe glue is meant to hold the rubber onto the bottom of your shoes. So hopefully it'll hold these vents onto here. I was thinking temporary, but the more I look at it and think about it, the more I think these, I might leave it. Alright, so while this glue dries, I realized something. When I go to shut it, it's not going to stay up anymore. So I used the bottom where the notch is, and it held itself on this knuckle. So I guess I got to finish this edge up today. Now this one's going to go in here and it's going to be the width. So we need to also make it match the shape. Alright, now I'm going to have to weld this on. I'm not going to do a solid bead. I'm going to tack it along the back edge, put some tacks, get it held down, then we'll trim the front edge to match. Alright, that strap is welded in. It's still hot. Let's move on. Let's cut another strap for this side. Alright, I got both straps, or all three, I guess, 4 straps welded in. Now I want to trim them back to the original edge. Alright, so now I got that welded up. Let's see if how much shrinkage and misfit I'm going to have. So both bottom edges need to come out a bit. Let's see what we can do here. If we can do it by hand. Well, I want this to twist. All right, there we go. There we go, that'll do. Looks good. All right, now I need to cut the strips that it's gonna rest on. So those ones I'm gonna go a little wider. All right, so let's get this position now. I'm gonna start right up here. So this thing isn't great fitting, you know, nothing really is gonna be super perfect, especially when you have all these weird shapes. So all I'm trying to do now is line up the back edge of it with the back edge of this pretty good. All right, now let's start welding that strip in there. All right, so I've got my outer lip welded on. I'm still gonna have to do a little cutout here for the rubber, but before I do that, I'm gonna do my trimming and get it fitting good, and then we'll adjust for the rubber. Alright, so right here, I got an extra thick lip on this. I gotta take a little off the top of those. And I gotta bend these out a little bit. There we go, that's pretty good. Pretty darn good. I like it. Now, I need the spot for these rubbers to attach to, for them to ride on. I'm gonna save myself some trimming. I'll use this guy here. The scrap from the first piece I did. Right there, welded her on. Alright, so I got both of these welded in. They've cooled. Let's see how it goes on. All right, and that will do. So the last thing I got to do today then is get some latches on there to hold it down. So these are from a Jeep. I ordered them on the Amazon. Let's see, we'll shoot for this area. So I'll hold them down and back. That way it holds it down and tight. We'll do this side first. Let's actually go a little further back from where I was, I suppose. Guess next time we'll do those holes one at a time. There we go, not super tight, but it latches pretty good, I think. That I'm not a fan of. I guess I should have moved this down or this up. Well, it's pretty secure though. I like it. I like it a lot. Now I can take it over bumps and stuff and it won't fly open like a regular lawnmower would. I don't know that I necessarily like the look. Obviously it was nice and sleek, but those ought to do the job, and they're right there by the rubbers too to help keep it secure. I'm happy with that. I don't know what more I could want. I think I'll leave this tape overnight just to make sure those stay up there. Nice. Nice. So I wanted to do floorboards and instead I ended up doing this. All because of that throttle, which if you look, there it is. See that? That's why I had to cut out space. So I'd imagine my gas tank's gonna go somewhere in this region, but we'll see how that works out. As for now, that is all for today. Looking pretty good, huh? Oh yeah, pretty darn good. So, hood latched, hood catched. See you next time. Buff it up, 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 buff it up.